Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Today I want to speak about those wonderful terms, conspiracy theorist. Now these words really demonise anything that we're trying to do, those of us that are trying to spread awareness and spread truth. So I really want to shine the light on what these actual terms actually mean, and really actually ridicule the people that are using those terms to ridicule us, because if you just look at the plain bare facts of it, what you're basically saying is that anything other than the official version, the official mainstream version of anything, is basically a conspiracy. So what you're basically saying is that you actually have 100% faith in everything that your government tells you. You don't believe that they would ever lie to you. And you will blindly accept that. And anyone that is willing or has an open mind to question that, you are going to demonise, and chances are you know nothing about what that person's going to say. You have no idea how much research that person has gone to. And all you've done is taken the mainstream version, and because you're too lazy and cowardly to look at any other information, because it might upset your worldview and you might actually have to fucking change, it's much easier for you to put that person down. So actually it's not the conspiracy theorist or the tinfoil hat wearing person that really needs ridiculing. It's actually you as the person who is ridiculing the conspiracy theorist for being so small-minded and dumb. So we'll get that part out of the way straight away. So even the very term conspiracy theorist, without even going into detail what it means, is a complete farce anyway. So if we look at the words in its Latin roots, it derives from the word, and I'm reading here, conspirare, which basically means agree or unite, com, which means together, and spirare, which actually means to breathe. So the actual term conspiracy theorist literally means to breathe together. Now, as with everything else in this inverted society we live in, they have managed to change this term into something very negative. When you actually look at that concept, to breathe together, is something actually very nice and very liberating in that term. And it did actually used to be coined as something positive. But as I say, they've hijacked it like they have with everything else, with the all-seeing eye and everything like that, and they've turned it into a negative. So breathe together. Now, that is a beautiful meaning to me. That means that you have a group of people that agree on something and they're breathing that together. It shows to me unity. And if you look at the modern definition, which basically is to do something secretly in evil, based in evil or illegal or wrongdoing, to do that in secret. Now, what is the government doing? They are actually conspiracy theorists themselves. If you take the modern day definition, that is what they're doing. They're waging wars on our taxes, whilst paying none themselves. They're bombing innocent children, women in faraway lands to steal their resources under the guise of terrorism. They are abusing children. They're taking children away from parents. And what are they doing? They are conspiring against us. They are the conspiracy theorists. So we aren't actually conspiracy theorists. If we are in the original route, because we want to breathe together and unite together, but in the modern day version, these people are the conspiracy theorists, or the government and the powers that shouldn't be. So put that in your pipe and smoke it for anyone that wants to call people conspiracy theorists. Now, another interesting fact on this: in 1967, the CIA changed this, or obfuscated this term, to stop critical thinkers questioning the JFK case, which was clearly a blatant murder, because he was starting to talk a lot of truths. And it's actually in a Dispatch article that they wrote, which was only revealed because someone asked for it through the Freedom of Information Act. Excuse this bike, it's really annoying. Sounds like a tin bean can. So yeah, so this Dispatch report, which I'll read you the summary of it, and you can find this online. I'll post the link to it. It's actually there in black and white what they were doing with this term conspiracy theory. So the summary is, it would, in relation to JFK, it would claim it would be impossible for so many to keep quiet about it being such a big conspiracy. So it will have friendly people to the CIA to attack claims and point back people to official reports, claiming that this is old news and that there is no new significant evidence has emerged. It also accuses theories of being wedded and infatuated in their theories. And what do you get all the time? Oh, you're obsessed, you're in a cult, blah blah blah. Nothing has changed since 1967 with these terms. It would accuse the theories of being politically motivated. What are we seeing today? Anyone that goes above the parapet is accused of being a domestic terrorist these days. This is how far they're taking it now. It would accuse theorists of being financially motivated, so it's tarnishing their names. It would claim that it was irresponsible to speculate. These are just some of the things that it says in their own Dispatch report about what people were saying at the time about JFK. And nothing has changed to this day. We are still being demonized. There is nothing wrong, there is nothing negative in trying to get to the bottom of things, in trying to look at things with an open mind, knowing full well that historically the governments lie to us. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to work that out. So let's stop this term. It's absolutely 100% a huge barrier in the progress of humanity. If we're wanting to progress any further along the lines and actually, you know, fucking evolve to something better than what we are, which is slaves, then we need to shoot this term out of the ground. It doesn't mean what you think it means. It's actually got good connotations in its root. And for fuck's sake, demonizing people that are basically trying to help and trying to expose their governments for what they are is not a bad thing. So my message is, let's not use that word anymore. If we're going to use it, let's use it in the positive connotations that it was once held in. So yeah, that's my message, and I hope this gets down to the people that it needs to the brainwashed mainly, and I hope it helps the others, the many of you out there who are spreading knowledge. Kudos to you, keep going, and I hope this may help shine the light to some people on your friends list who are basically comatose, because we need, this term needs to be realigned to what it really means, which is actually something good, something which represents freedom, something which represents unity, not this defamation of character. And remember, to the people out there that want to stick by this term, that condemnation without investigation is the height of ignorance. So if you're condemning someone or calling them a conspiracy theorist because they're offering an alternative point of view, look into it first before you demonise someone, because that is the height of ignorance. Thanks a lot.